to an overview of DNS, or domain name systems. Computers on the Internet communicate with one another by using numbers known as IP addresses. When you visit a website, you don't have to remember a long number. Instead, you can enter a domain name like www.example.com that is easier to remember. A DNS service such as Amazon Route 53 is a globally distributed service that translates human-readable names like www.example.com into numeric IP addresses like 192.0.2.1 that computers use to connect to each other. The Internet's DNS system works much like a phone book by managing the mapping between names and numbers. DNS servers translate requests for names into IP addresses, controlling which server an end user will reach when they type a domain name into their web browser. These requests are called queries. Let's take a look at how DNS queries work. First, the host sends a DNS request to the local DNS server. Second, the DNS server, which is pre-configured with the list of root name servers, randomly selects one root name server for the A record, www.example.com. An A record maps a domain name, like example.com, to an IP address of the computer that hosts the domain. Third, the root name server responds with a list of authoritative name servers for the .com zone, along with a list of the IP addresses. Fourth, the DNS server randomly selects one of the authoritative name servers returned in Step 3 and sends another DNS query for the A record, example.com, to the top-level domain server. Fifth, the top-level domain name server responds with a list of name servers that are authoritative for the domain, example.com. Sixth, the DNS server randomly selects one of the authoritative name servers returned in Step 5 and sends another DNS query for the A record, example.com. Seventh, since the name server receiving the query in Step 6 is authoritative for the domain example.com, the name server responds to the DNS server with the IP address value of the A record for example.com. And for the final step, the DNS server sends the DNS response with the IP address back to the host, which enables the host computer to connect to www.example.com.